featured on an episode of Ghost Adventures. They went down there. I still haven't seen that episode. Uh, Probably don't care to see it. Um, well, I can tell a story real quick of my experience going down there. The first time I ever went down there, went to Bachelor's Grove. Pretty much experienced what everyone else experienced walking down that pathway. It's midway when you get down there, you can't hear any cars. It's kind of an enclosed feeling that you felt when there. Um, it's this closed, yeah, it's this really enclosed feeling that you get in there. So I walk in, and cemetery, it's a mess. There's one grave where someone was trying to dig up the grave, but people were dirt in to fill in the hole, supposedly. I taken pictures a few times. Well, a few times throughout the cemetery. I ended up. I'm gonna post them sometime in the next couple of weeks onto my Twitter page again. That's at Weekend Weird on Twitter. Half the pictures are fine. I took them. These are from years ago. This is back in, I would say, 03, 04. Half the pictures are fine. I took them from a disposable camera. Half the pictures were fine. The other half were blurry. And I'm standing still. I'm not moving. I'm making sure I'm taking, pretty much not moving, standing still. And half the pictures turned out blurry. I took them to a various amount of photo experts, and they couldn't explain why half the pictures were fine and other half the pictures were screwed up. I will post them onto my Twitter page in the next couple of weeks once I get them scanned in to systems so people can take a look at it. One time that I was walking to the cemetery, and I ended up running into these these three girls, and they were just looking. Now, this is like midway to the cemetery or the path, and they were just staring. And they'd ask me, "Do you see that?" And I'm like, "What? No, I don't see anything." It was like, What is that?" So, and I'm looking down towards the cemetery, down the path, and I see nothing. It's bright as day. Um, I don't see a thing. And they're saying they see a guy wearing uh, a like a full tuxedo and white gloves, pointing towards the cemetery, going, "Come on in," like a maitre d, like, "Come on in." So, and I don't see this thing. They just keep referring to this, like, "You don't see this guy. You don't see this guy." I was like, "No, I don't see this guy. No, I don't see him." But they're describing this guy, and he looks like a maitre d', and he's pointing towards the cemetery like to come on in. They're walking closer to him. As they walk closer to him, that what they're saying is that the guy disappears. The guy gets farther and farther away, and then the guy disappears. And then they come back to the same spot that they were, and the guy is still standing there. I'm just like, whoa. So they just standing there. So I walk, big and brave. I walk over towards the cemetery gate. I walk over, and I'm like, I see nothing. Nothing's there. Even though I did feel kind of a cold spot, even though it was like a 60, 70-degree day, I did feel kind of a cold spot towards the entrance of the cemetery. But other than that, I didn't see anything. But and I looked back at the girls, like, "Do you see anything?" They were like, "No, we just see you." But as you were walking closer, like we were still seeing him, and he was still pointing and saying, "Come on in, come on in." And then when he got closer, he was gone. So that's what they said that they saw. He was like, he probably got afraid. It was like, "Get him out of here." Um, I haven't experienced anything weird other than that cold spot in the photos of the place. The place is obviously creepy. I've never seen any orbs or anything like that, but I've seen other people's pictures, and they're a lot of orbs in their photos when they go at night. If maybe I need to go at night, but I don't feel like walking 2 miles just to get to the cemetery and then get arrested. As back there, I'm too old for that. But in terms of super weird, I haven't experienced anything, but what the whole story, the girls telling it, and me being there, and my photos, that was a little weird to me. But do I believe it's haunted? Possibility. Too many stories are coming out of people telling about this place. Too many investigations are coming out. Books have been written. Documentaries have been done. Um, for it to not be anything. So yeah, I think there's something up in there. If you get a chance to go during the day. There is a chance they might harass you and tell you to turn around because you're technically trespassing. But during the day, cops got better things to do. You don't go there acting ass. You should be fine. You go at night. It's up to you. I'm not encouraging you to go at night. But it's up to you. But they would definitely, unless it's like one of the really cold nights in Chicago, and then they're just looking at you like you're nuts. um, then you won't. Because it's like a 10-degree night, and you're going up, and you're in Bachelor's Grove. Yeah, I don't think cops are gonna come up there and like. But again, if you go at night, beware. They do mostly patrol it at night, looking for people. It was like we got better things to do, like stay warm. Beware. So that's pretty much like that. We're going too in depth. There's other like almost a Resurrection Mary type story with the place with the white Madonna that she led unsuspecting bachelors to the cemetery and then killed them, cut off their heads, and carried them to the afterlife. That's mostly urban legend dealing with the place. No one really tells that story anymore. They told it during the 60s about the place. But or the caretaker that killed his family and killed himself because he couldn't take the voices coming from Bachelor's Grove. That's another urban legend about the place. Some urban legends from the city get intertwined with urban legends from Bachelor's Grove. Again, I talked about urban legends in Chicago, history and haunts, even though there's more urban legends and other historical things going on that had happened in the city of Chicago. We'll probably do another episode on that. But yeah, that's mainly it with more a little scary. Not the way I tell it. Not that scary. Not gonna tell it all Vincent Price like good evening. But if you want more information on Bachelor's Grove, you can just go online. There's photos again. They're white Madonna of Bachelor's Grove and other photos, creepy photos, and I'll put the links into those creepy photos and other photos for people to take in Bachelor's Grove on my Twitter page at Weekend Weird. Weekend Weird on Twitter. That was it. That's Bachelor's Grove. Just a couple of announcements real quick. Pretty soon we're going to be on Instagram. I'm tired of co-host Ogul bugging me about getting an Instagram, so finally we'll get an Instagram for Weekend Weird, and we're working on a website for Weekend Weird, so you can have a place where you can listen to all the back issues of Weekend Weird. Also, because a couple of these, like SoundCloud, at the end of the year, if you've been listening to this on SoundCloud, for judging from the listens that I've seen, not too many of you, I'm getting rid of the SoundCloud. SoundCloud is just not a good place to be for a podcaster. So, yeah, we're getting rid of SoundCloud. We're on speakers, and we're working on getting on iHeartRadio. But we're on speaker. You listen to Weekend We're on speaker right now. If you're not listening to it, you can go there if you want to listen to it. But pretty soon we're going to be on every podcast outlet out there. We're wearing down Apple. We're trying to get iHeartRadio in, and already we're on Anchor, and we're on Stitcher, and TuneIn, and Google. I'm glad that they're getting their act together. So yeah, so yeah, and also for the rest of the year, we got more stories of the weird and mundane true crime coming out. If we're only going to have like 3 to 4 stories come out for the rest of the year in November in December because of the holiday season. So, but still, it's going to be, you're going to hear something from the show every 2 weeks. That's a guarantee. So whether it's a main episode or like this one, or a mini-sode where we give you an update what's going on with the next show, take a quick look of weird news that's out there. That's going to stay consistent until we get to Christmas and New Year's, and then see you in January. So we do appreciate you. I appreciate you listening to Weekend Weird, Bachelor's Grove Cemetery, and we'll see you next time. You stay weird, everyone, because being weird is really cool. I'll talk to y'all soon. Have a happy Halloween and a great weekend. And enjoy the beginning of November. It's almost turkey time. All right. Bye-bye.